Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Empirical Podcast number 2. This is your host, Empirical Apollyon. And in this podcast, we are going to be, at least mostly, talking about zombies, specifically Call of Duty zombies. If I run out of time, or if I run out of things to talk about, then I guess I'll talk about other zombie games too. But this will mainly be just about Call of Duty zombies. I'm going to first start off by saying that you're obviously finding this on my channel, and as you can tell, there's only 3 or 4 zombie gameplays, and that is just because I've had a hard time setting up my Let's Plays and stuff, and I've only just now, like a week ago, got my own microphone, so I can do a lot more now than I ever could because I was borrowing a friend's microphone. My friend is the Danny Deuce. He is on YouTube also. You can check him out in my featured channels. He makes good content. He has currently been on a hiatus, but he makes good content. And if you can, you should subscribe to him because he's a good YouTuber and he makes good content. So let's get on to zombies. The first thing that I want to say is that once my bandage comes off because of my surgery, I'm going to be making a lot of zombie content once I can play it, because I can't do it at the moment, or at least I can, but I can't really do it very well, and I intend to be doing a lot of zombies. That's basically what I envisioned my channel to be when I first made the channel. I intend to basically just do a lot of zombies, plus possibly some Splinter Cell or something, because I love Splinter Cell, specifically the third game and Blacklist. But Splinter Cell is harder because typically for the harder missions, sorry, I keep leaning away from the mic, and I got to keep coming back to make it sound good. But either way, I intend, once my bandage comes off and once I can comfortably play, I intend to be doing a lot of zombie content. And one of the things that I intend to be doing is a Road to Black Ops 3, which is, if you don't know, that is basically a video series, kind of like a Let's Play. A lot of people will use the word Let's Play term very basically, or in a very basic sense, but it is a video series where you play every single zombies map in order, starting from the very first map to the last map they made, and that's what I intend to do. Just in case I forgot to tell you what that's called, that is called the Road to Black Ops 3, and there are people that did Road to Black Ops 2. I don't remember a Road to the first Black Ops game, just because I just don't think 2008, 2009, around 2010, I don't think Let's Plays were that big of a deal back then. They really started getting big. What's that noise? Oh, it's my hand against the desk. I think Let's Plays started getting really big back in 2010, late 2010, 2011, and they're fun to do. But they're hard sometimes. If like, fly just buzzed past and I heard it in the microphone. But either way, I'm going to intervene because if you look at Road to Black Ops 3, that'll basically tell you everything you need to know about my Road to Black Ops 3, except for the fact that I'm not sure how many will do it, but I also intend to include the exo zombies in there, because I think I'm one of the only 100 people or so in the country that like exo zombies. I actually very much like exo zombies, and I think mostly just because it plays so smoothly. Like, everything just seems so polished and smooth. The gameplay is really fluid. Everything works. That's the best thing, is when everything works. There's nothing bad I can say about anything that was made. Now, obviously, there's some content that I don't really like or that I prefer it was a different way, but that doesn't change the quality of the content. The content quality is very good. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's the concept of like different types of zombies. There's different boss rounds now, and I personally don't like the boss rounds, but like dogs, it gives you a max ammo, so I can't really complain about that. And on the carrier map, I'm not sure about Descent because I'm actually not going to play Descent until I can play it with my friend, and that'll be like in a month or so, or maybe even 2 months. But in the Exo Zombies carrier map, there is a feature where either right before the infection round, or basically just about at the infection round time, which is basically the first boss round, it happens typically It typically happens at the round number 7, 8, or 9. And it's basically what happens, a special boss round besides the infection round. It's basically a boss round where let's see, I think it's Atlas send survival bots basically to try and blow up a part of the ship. And you basically have to defuse a bomb and kill the bots. Because if you just defuse the bomb and go somewhere else, the bots will hunt you down. And the bots aren't very hard. But the boss round is actually kind of cool. The bomb boss round is cool. Because if you kill all the bots, you get camouflage. So you can defuse the bomb, like the 5 seconds it takes to defuse the bomb. You can do it under camouflage, which is cool. It's a good mechanic to have. It'd be a lot cooler. It'd be a lot less cool if you didn't have the camouflage. But I do believe once round 20 starts, I do believe there is a bomb round every single round. And I do believe that those Goliath zombies start spawning in as the bots, which could be a problem. But I've personally never played too long, or I haven't played long enough to get to that point. I typically quit around round 19 or so, just so I don't get too burnt out of the map. I spit on my iPad, wiping it off. But either way, that's my Road to Black Ops 3. I explained a little bit about the stuff that I didn't like, particularly in Exo Zombies. But again, everybody, the whole community, complains about it being too easy. And hey, how come you don't add challenges? And then once they add challenges and stuff, they don't seem to like that. So when they say the game sucks, the game's too difficult, and it's like, you asked for it, why don't you like it? But hey, that's how it works. That's why consumers aren't producers. It's because they're not made to be producers. They're made to be consumers, and that is why producers, producers can consume too. But but either way, I just wanted to include the fact that I'd be playing Exo Zombies because I'm going to assume that most people won't do Exo Zombies because it does not pertain to the Treyarch Zombies storyline. But again, I don't care about this story, or not again, because I haven't told you before. Well, I have told you before, but you don't remember it because I had to stop the podcast. This is like the third time that I've tried recording it without some sort of interruption. Let me breathe a little bit. Do I have water here somewhere? I do have water here. Hold on. My mouth gets real dry when I talk a lot. I'm trying to figure out where I can put my water without knocking it over. I'm terrified that I'll knock over my water. Because I've got like 3 monitors, a TV, a desktop, a 360, an Xbox One, a laptop, and about 3,000 cables behind everything. So I'm terrified to have a cup on my desk. But yeah, okay. What I was gonna say is I don't care about the storyline of zombies, just because you basically can only find it out through the Easter eggs and stuff, and I don't like them. I've never done the Easter eggs except for like, activating like radios to play a song or something. I've done that, but I don't do those big convoluted storyline like plot things, just because it's not fun, or it's not fun to me. But this brings me to my second point. One of the video series of zombies that I intend to do will be my, I guess I might call it like Apollyon tries Easter eggs or something like that, because what I intend to do is try and do them. I'm going to try and do the Easter eggs for all the maps that I can. And the reason why that will be interesting, and I hope it'll be fun to watch, is because I have never looked up walkthroughs of them. And the reason why I don't do that is because I just completely missed that ball there on Pickle 2. But the reason why I don't look that stuff up is because it's a game. I'm supposed to be able to figure it out by myself without help. What's the point of having an entertaining, fun game if you can't do it? You're supposed to be able to do it without help. So I'm gonna hopefully do them without help, and I'm hoping it'll be fun to watch. Now obviously I can, I could probably tell if it's like super boring to watch, but I'm fairly certain that I can make it entertaining enough for it to be fun to watch. But yeah, it'll be interesting to try and do Easter eggs that I have no clue how to do. Like, I didn't even know there were Easter eggs in Exo Zombies, and like that'll be interesting to try and figure out how to do an Easter egg that I didn't even know existed. But that'll be something. The next thing that I'll be doing is, this probably won't be a series, but it will be at least a couple to a few videos, and that will be me recording me trying to get the achievements that I have left for the zombies mode for certain things. This will also obviously tie into the Easter eggs and stuff, and that'll be at least 5 videos or so. The last one, which will be probably the most, or the last thing besides Road to Black Ops 3 that will or what am I trying to say? The only video series that I think would probably, man, what am I trying to say? The Black Ops, oh my gosh, words. These sentences are not coming out right. The Road to Black Ops 3 will be like 24 maps, because I'm going to include the World at War maps in Black Ops, because it basically involves the new engine, and I think it'll be fun to play those, because I prefer to play the Black Ops World at War than the World at War. So there's like 24 total maps that I'll be doing, and I think the only series, or this next series I'm going to talk to you about, will probably be the only one that could rival the Road to Black Ops 3 in terms of the multitude of videos, and that will be my challenge series. This is basically challenges. If you've played zombies for anything more than a couple of months, you probably know what challenges are. They are basically the most simple types of challenges. Would be like, you can only have like a certain gun or two, you must only have like one perk, you should try and just use shotguns, or just use pistols, or just use rifles, or just use explosive weapons. And there's actually a lot of variations on that. You would think you'd kind of run out after 10 or 15 of them, but you really can make up a lot of you could probably call it game modes almost. And in the first Podcast. I was talking about challenges a little bit, and just for the sake of understanding what I'm talking about, I am going to, if I can find one real quick. Oh, I have a notebook here. I forgot that I had a 3-ring binder of it. I'm going to put a picture up on the screen. Hopefully I can do it. This is going to be a picture of my challenges document that I have. I'm not sure how to directly put it up on the screen, but basically it's my document where I can write down certain challenges and different rules of the challenge. And I guess for the whole time that I'll be talking about this, it'll be on the screen. This document is called the Call of Duty Zombie Challenges. And the first thing up top going down is challenge name. And there's a blank. There's going to be a blank after every topic. Challenge name. Number of players. Required maps. Objective. Time limit. Round limit. Randoms only. Disallowed perks. Disallowed weapons. Point system. And at the bottom, notes. Now, I think I only have one that is completely filled out. Yeah, and that's because I've lost it somewhere in translation. But on the screen, if you can't read that, that is my pacification challenge, and that is I'm just gonna go down again with all the topics and read off what the page says. Challenge name, pacification, number of players, solo, 1 through 4. Required maps. Any except Nacht der Untoten. And I think... I mean, you could do it on Nacht der Untoten, but, I choose to do Nacht der Untoten because I don't like that map. The objective is to try to kill as little zombies as possible. Have the least number of kills at the predetermined stopping part. Cannot die on purpose. And as you can see there, to the left of the word objective, I have a starred 1. And that brings me down to notes, but I'm not going to go down to notes just yet. Well, actually, I might as well go down to notes because that is the order in which you read it. The next notes, or the notes would be for asterisk number 1 or asterisk number 1, could be points or kills. Getting less points is and would be more fun. To keep people from dying on purpose and just not trying, every death will add points. And that incorporates the point system, which is right above notes. And that says every 1,000 points equals 1 point. Every 10 kills equals 1 point. Every death equals 10 points. Every revive negates 5 points. And as you can see, every death equals 10 points. That's to encourage not dying on purpose. And point system number 2, I just wrote the traditional point/kill system way. And the going back up at the top, time limit is not applicable until dead or just impromptu on the spot, however you want to do it. Round limit is the same thing. Randoms only. Now this is more of a yes or no. Wow, I'm not talking very well. I'm not breathing enough. Randoms only is basically kind of like a yes or no thing, but it's basically just defining like who would be best to play with. Like some challenges could be best to play with randoms only, but who knows. That is basically all that's on the page. I guess I will bring it back to Pickle 2 now. Well, bam. Hopefully that's synced up, kind of. Let me put my notebook away before I continue talking. I don't want to keep anything out because I'll forget to put it away. It scared me. Okay, so as you saw, that was my challenge page, and that could be a useful tool for anybody that wants to, write down challenges and remember challenges and stuff. I gave like 10, 15 copies to my friend. I'm hitting the table. It has my mic on it. And hopefully that can help you. I've recorded for 20 minutes now. So I guess, let me think. I'm thinking if there's anything else that I want to talk about. I'm thinking of any other possible... Oh, hold on a moment. I completely don't know how I didn't write this down. Putting my... Somebody replied to my comment on Facebook. Let me read what they said. I don't know what she's talking about. Okay, sorry. Let me put that back up. I'm not putting it back up. I'm adding to my spreadsheet. The one of the other things I can think of doing would be... Wait until my iPad recognizes my keyboard. Will be instructionals. I didn't spell that right. Instructional. It wouldn't let me do plural because it just adds the S. On the second line, it looks weird having an S just down there on the bottom. So, my instructionals, that will be basically teaching you what the map has to offer. Like, which perks are there, what guns are there, and stuff like that. Where the perks are, where the guns are and stuff. How to operate the map, like how the traps work and, stuff like that. Basically, how to play the map. What I basically probably do is, just to, not waste too much time, what I'd probably do is, have like, or let me actually, just do a plug here real quick because I personally like watching him, is, The Smith Plays. He is a YouTuber. I think he's about 3 or 4 years old. Or he's not 3 or 4 years old. His channel, I think, is about 3 or 4 years old. Or at least that's about his age of popularity. And he makes very good zombie content. And there's not a whole lot of zombie content anymore just because it's kind of phased out a little bit. I think there'll be a lot more now since Black Ops 3 is coming out, but he is a very good one to watch. He at first he sounds kind of nasally, but that's just how some people are. He has his nasally thing a little bit, and I have my speech stuff that's really bad. Hello, somebody's gonna get that phone. And but he makes he has a playlist called Ultimate Guides. I think that's what it's called, Ultimate Guides, and it's basically his ultimate guide for the map. And that's a cool. I mean, that's obviously not any concept that's unique, but I thought that he does it very well. And so basically, what I'd probably try and have is like my videos would probably have like what's in the map, where the stuff is in the map, and then the next or the last half of the video would be like me showing you what I think would be the best couple of ways to survive the longest in the map. I got an achievement. And but yeah, I will probably do that. I will probably do that more now. I will actually probably do it now because I have now figured out which softwares that I have that I can use to cut parts out of videos without choppiness. And I'm actually using like 3 different softwares now to make videos, and I'm super encouraged because I finally have a microphone, I finally have the software. So now with a little bit of work, I can finally make all the videos that I'd probably ever want to have. The only thing that I'm missing is a camera, and I intend to get a camera in like, I think the next month. And the camera that I'll be getting is a Canon T5, and I'm not sure if I'll do face cams. I'm not sure if that's the kind of thing that I would do. Maybe I'll start doing live action stuff about guitar and music and stuff. And you know, I'm looking very forward to it. I'm hoping I can still maintain this motivational, inspirational attitude into my senior year of high school, and hopefully I don't let it bog down my schoolwork, and hopefully I don't let my schoolwork bog down my entertainment time, because playing games and talking and teaching is actually about the last thing. There's only playing games, teaching, and talking is about one of the only 2 or 3 things left that I truly enjoy doing. And what am I trying to say? I need to get another drink again real quick with my water. Oh, it's way over there again. I forgot. Mute the mic so I can drink it with all the sounds. If it'll mute. How do I mute it? It's trying to mute. There we go. Sorry, I've got to kind of push it down and to the right for it to actually mute. Okay, sorry. So there will also be, this will probably be part of my zombie crawl stuff, but if you don't know, there are maps that I just don't play too much, and because basically there's only about 2 or 3 or 4 maps that are the main maps that I play. So there will probably be, during the zombie crawl, that'll probably be the time where I will like spend the time to actually learn how the map goes, and I'd kind of want to make that a separate playlist too, but I'm not sure if that's just too much. Maybe I'll just put it learning how. That'll be okay, probably. Learning how to play. Learning how to play. Learning how to. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm being stupid. Sorry. Because, I of course am going to try and get good first on a lot of the maps before I do the instructionals, but, there's lots of guys that can get to round 50, round 100. I would probably say, there's actually a lot of people that can go to round 100. It is dependent upon how much time you want to spend. I personally don't think I would ever want to spend that much time playing one map, but, I would probably say, with all seriousness, the round number for where you get good, the point where you can call yourself good would be if you can get past, I think, round 15. Because after round 15, the game doesn't get harder. It just takes longer. And, well, maybe around 20. But, around 15 and 20, that's about the point where you can call yourself good, because the game doesn't really change past that point. It just gets, the rounds get longer, the zombies have more health, and the only thing that changes past that point is there is a point where you do change up your strategy of how you do it, but that, like, the guns, the ballistic guns, they do, stop, they do stop killing zombies after about round 50, because the farthest I've ever gotten was I got to round 58 on Die Rise, and I killed myself with my own grenades because the game wasn't showing that I was losing health. So that sucked. But at that point, I had a pack-a-punched RPD, a pack-a-punched hammer, and a pack-a-punched AN-94, and basically what was happening is the hammer sucked at that point. The hammer basically took 125 rounds to kill zombies, to kill one zombie. And at that point, that round 50 is about where guns start becoming not very useful. But I would probably say round 20 is about the point where it's like you can call yourself good, because it takes up until 20, it takes skill. Past that point, it just takes time and patience and a little more better judgment on how you do things, because you can kind of get screwed with running out of ammo or something. But there's not a lot of skill involved past about round 20. But what I'm trying to say. Yeah, what I was going to say is for the road to Black Ops 3, I'm going to make sure that for every single one of those videos, except for possibly Nocturne Tone, I'm going to try and get, I'm not going to try. For every one of those maps, except for possibly Nocturne Totem, I'm going to get past round 20. So if I die for round 20, it's not going to go in the video. So, you can be assured that they will be fairly good gameplays. I'm, of course, not going to die after 13 minutes and then have that be my video for it. That would not be fair, and I personally would feel bad doing that, because I'd feel like I was... I'm not breathing enough. If I did that, I would personally feel like I was cheating the people. You come to watch a gameplay video, and there's no gameplay. I just die after a couple of rounds. I don't think that would be fun to watch. But, oh, I'm so thirsty. Forgot to mute the... I forgot to mute the mic. I forgot to mute the mic. But, yeah, the Road to Black Ops 3s, those will be live commentary Let's Plays. I'm not going to call them Let's Plays. I'll just, there's just, it's going to be live commentary. The Easter eggs, those will be live commentary. Oh, what's happening? How long is this video going to last? Oh, I've still got like 4 more minutes. Or like 5, 6 more minutes, yeah. So, what's the next one? Challenges, those will be live commentary. The instructionals, those will not be live commentary. The, well, actually, there'll be probably live commentary for the strategy. Well, no, they won't be live commentary for the strategies. Never mind. The me learning how to play the maps, those will be live commentary. And that's about all I have. I'm trying to think of anything I could possibly talk about. I'm taking another drink. I guess I'll talk a little bit about my Let's Plays that I intend to do. I intend to do The Witcher 3. I intend to have that be a full Let's Play thing, like 50 episodes or something. I intend to do Skyrim, but I think the only way I could do Skyrim and still have fun with Skyrim, because I played Skyrim so much, I think the only way that I could have fun with Skyrim again is either doing role plays that I haven't done before, or do a specific role play, which I thought would be very cool, which would be to do a Witcher Let's Play, play Geralt of Rivia, and be Geralt, or Geralt, I think it's Geralt, be Geralt. I think that'd be fun, because you could use like the 5 Fus Rodah, the 5 shouts. I could have like a fire shout, I could have the Fus Rodah shout, I could have the healing shout thing that protects me. If there's one, I'm sure. I'm 100% sure there's probably one that does that. There's the shout bend will, I think it's what the shout is called, that makes them not attack you. And I think there's another one. There's a magic trap that slows down time. I get this the slow down time shout. Yeah, so I could totally do that. Somebody knocking my door. Yes? Huh, I guess nobody's knocking on my door. Okay, well, I'm thinking, yeah, I said I plan to do Witcher 3, Skyrim. I do intend to do Far Cry 4, but that might wait a little while because I intend to kind of do one Let's Play at a time, but that might not be possible. I intend to do Assassin's Creed 4. I already have 4 of those in the work. I have 4 Far Cry 4s in the work, except that I deleted my save, so there's no reason to put those out if I can't continue that save. Well, I guess I could keep them, and I could just... there's no reason to do that. I've got Forza 5. I mean, I've told you in the podcast what games I have. There's no reason to go over them again. But I intend to do zombies a whole lot. And I intend to do, along with zombies, I intend to do like 1 or maybe 2 at the most Let's Plays. But the main thing is, for Let's Plays, specifically like one of those long games like Skyrim or Witcher, you have to be one. It has to be one that you're invested into. So I think I might do Skyrim, but it depends on how easy it is to do it. Because of course, like the first 2 hours of the Skyrim will always be like boring. Because I've played the first 2 hours of Skyrim like 1,000 times. Because basically, how I would play Skyrim would be, I'd basically play like I basically had like 200 or 300 different role playing characters. But how I would do it is I would basically make a character, play that character to level 10, and I would delete the character and do a different character. So basically, I played like the first like 4 hours of the game like over and over and over again. So I would probably have to do something different for the roleplay to make it fun for myself. And so stuff like that. Either way, I think it's like a minute until the end of the podcast, or when I stop recording at least. So hopefully you enjoyed the podcast. Hopefully it didn't drag on too long. I expect most podcasts to be half an hour long, if not shorter. Of course, most podcasts are like an hour long, but I don't expect somebody to listen to me for like an hour. But the first podcast I had was like an hour and 45 minutes, which is very long. But that was acceptable because I was explaining a whole lot of things. So, like this if you liked it. Like this if you liked it. Comment, suggestions, thoughts. You can tell me whether or not you like my exhaling. You can give me suggestions to talk about in one of the next podcasts. If you're one of my friends, you can obviously just text me. No, don't bother commenting. There's no reason to do that. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you might have. I don't think you learned anything. Well, yeah, hopefully you learned something. You learned a little bit. And I guess I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.